Up first this evening is a concern about the safety of food sold to the public on continued reports that pickers at the Riverton waste disposal site in St. Andrew are scavenging and selling spoiled meat to unsuspecting consumers.
We have a response from the Executive Director, the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, on the matter. TVJ's Anthony Lugg has been tracking that story.
Here at the Riverton disposal site is where it said rejected meat is being scavenged and then sold to vendors at a very low cost. But Executive Director at the NSWMA, Audley Gordon, says that's impossible. Bags of chicken feet, chicken legs and liver swarmed by flies. These insects are seeking a meal, but these meat, which has long passed the expiration date, often make its way back to the market despite being dumped at the Riverton disposal site in St. Andrew. The meat looks filthy, but we were told that when the pickers at the dump clean them, consumers can't tell they were spoiled or dumped. It's believed the meat is sold back to consumers around Kingston. But Executive Director at the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, Audley Gordon, says that's not so. Mr. Gordon argues that a strict protocol is followed to deal with spoiled meat that has been disposed at the dump. He says the meat is denatured and buried.
It is near impossible, even if somebody should breach our security and go and like excavate or exhume those meat. It could not be sold. It just could not be, because nobody would buy that.
So could some slip through?
There is no log. It is not stopped. We don't have a refrigerator there. We don't have that stored in. It just comes straight to burial. We are not responsible for meat that may have been destined to the landfill but was diverted elsewhere, because there are unscrupulous merchants out there, unscrupulous business people out there who may not want to go the proper route of notifying Ministry of Health, notifying the NSWMA, notifying the police, etc., and all the expenses that may be involved in the process. And they may choose to divert to some inferior unlawful practices.
Recently, the police arrested these perpetrators after they were found loading a large amount of spoiled chicken into this vehicle destined for sale. But while that arrest might have been made, we're being told that the sale of spoiled meat is big business.
This will require multi-agency approach, including the police and maybe the army, because there are people who are not going the official route of disposing of expired products, spoiled products, meats, and all that. And the truth is, there is a market.
Anthony Lugg, TVJ News.